Okay, good morning, everyone. Um, Namaste and welcome to the session of Chakra focused asanas and meditation. Today we'll be starting with our first chakra, Muladhara chakra. And I invite you to sit on the mat, cross your legs, relax your whole body, spine is erect, hands are gently placed on the knees, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. We're going to take 3 deep cleansing breaths here. So inhale. As you exhale, open your mouth wide and let go that breath. Another big breath. And then the last one. Keep your eyes closed, and as you take in the next breath, really feel that yogic breath going in and expanding your thoracic area, followed by your lumbar area, and then finally your abdominal area. And then exhale in the reverse direction. Feel your belly emptying out first, then your chest, and then your shoulders. And lengthen and deepen the breath for one last time. On the next inhalation, we are going to chant Om. Start inhaling now. Gently rub your palms together, generate some energy and friction. Place your palms over your face, massage your face gently. Let some light come in through those fingers and open your eyes. So, like I said before, today's focus is on our root chakra. So our body, think of our body as made up of 7 energy centers, starting with the root chakra all the way up to the crown chakra. And some of these energy centers are always moving. These are imaginary. So if you cut open a body, you're not going to find those per se, but they are almost like think of it as an imaginary energy center that's driving that aspect of the human body. So as we are sitting down on this mat here, think of us as a tree, and where our body is touching the mat, right in that pelvic area, is the Muladhara chakra. And this basically helps with the grounding of us as human beings to Mother Earth, emotional stability, physical stability, just the feeling of being safe is governed by that particular chakra. So because we are going to focus on that chakra, let's also understand that it is thought to be red. So almost as you imagine, it's red in color. Think almost of it as a flower with 4 petals, red in color, inside of your body and governing your stability. So that's really a quick kind of high level on what Muladhara chakra is. So what are some of the aspects of negative or imbalanced Muladhara chakra? It makes you feel unstable. You are sometimes clueless, feeling restless. So in order to kind of bring all those positive qualities and balance out those chakra, our asana practice today is going to start with Surya Namaskar. Then we'll do a couple of standing poses that are really meant to ground us. We'll come back on the mat and complete our practice with some sitting, lying down, and on our stomach asanas to focus on the Muladhara Chakra. So we are really focusing on that stability aspect of it. So having said that, I want you all to think of one thought, if at all you want to kind of remember this through the whole practice. And today's thought is: you gain strength and courage and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. And this is Eleanor Roosevelt's thought. And I think this is great because, again, um, from a root chakra standpoint, getting rid of the fear is what really this particular focus of ours is going to be today. So with that, let's stand up, see if you can really come up without touching the ground. If not, take as much support as you would like of the ground. So since we are all very familiar with how to do yogasanas, Surya Namaskars, let's start with 3 Surya Namaskar. We are going to do regular Hatha style Surya Namaskar. So as you stand up, gently just warm up your body. Make sure that your any tension that you feel anywhere is kind of removed. We are not explicitly doing any warm up exercises. Our Surya Namaskar is our warm up. So come to the top of your mat, and we'll take three Surya Namaskar rounds here, starting with stand up in Anjali Mudra. Hands up, look up, 2, 3, gently bend forward, back straight, hands next to your feet. 4, take the right leg back, look forward. 5, plank position. 6, knees, chest, chin or forehead. 7, Bhujangasana. 8, down dog. 9, right leg forward. 10, Uttanasana. 11, rise up, look up. 12, back to the same pose. So now I'm going to just make sure that you follow along and follow with the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to make sure now you follow along with inhales and exhales. So again, stand in Tadasana, catch your breath if that has kind of really increased your heart rate. And let's begin with the last round. Anjali Mudra, inhale, hands up, 2, exhale, 3, inhale, 4, hold the breath, 5, exhale, 6, inhale, 7, exhale, 8, inhale, 9, exhale, 10, inhale, 11, exhale, 12. So with this, our bodies are warmed up. You should really feel that in your body. If you feel that you're not warmed up at this point in time, feel free to take 5 jumping jacks here. So just jumping jacks if your body is not warmed up enough and you need a little bit more. So after you've done that, let's come to onto our mats, and we are going to do 3 standing poses from here on. The very first one is Vrikshasana or tree pose. So in order to get into tree pose, let's move our weight onto one side of our body. I'm going to start with moving my weight onto my left leg. Gently pick up your right leg and bring it all the way to what feels most comfortable. So it could be just at the calf level or next to your thighs. Once you've done that, take your hands, and your hands can really be in Anjali Mudra, but see if you can try this with me today. Bring your hands in the Jnana Mudra, Chin Mudra, and just put them next to you, opening up your arms and you're strengthening your leg. Be here for 5 breaths. Gently bring your hand down. Release your leg. And let's repeat on the other side. So again, shift your weight on the other side now, other foot. Pick up your leg and place it where it feels the most comfortable. Make sure that your pose is steady. Again, bring your hands up in the Chin Mudra or the Jnana Mudra and hold for 5 breaths. Steady is the way to go. Gently release out of the pose. Come back to neutral. Now take twice the hip width distance between your feet. And see if you can turn your right foot to be 90 degrees with your left foot, with the heel right in the middle or the arch of the left foot. So my heel of my right leg is lined up with the arch of the left leg. Inhale as you make sure you stand up in straight position. You're not turned you've not turned your body sideways or to the front. It's facing to the front of your left leg, so lined up with your left leg. And as you inhale, shift and bend laterally to your right. And then bring your hand up and look up. Triangle pose. Look up and breathe for 5 breaths here. Make sure your body is in the lateral plane. Come back to neutral. Let's do this on the other side. So now your left leg is perpendicular to the right leg with the heel in the middle of the arch. Stand up straight. Inhale as you fold to your left and pick up that hand and look up. And breathe for 5 breaths here. Gently release, come back to neutral. Let's do one more standing asana. Keep your legs as apart as they are. Now again, turn your right leg, and you may need to adjust a little bit in order to, so you may need to increase the distance in your feet in order to make sure that your knee is 90 degrees. And also your back standing foot is 45 degrees. So get in this pose and pick up your hands. We are in Warrior Two, another great grounding pose. So in Warrior Two, make sure that you're sitting down as much as you can to have a 90-degree bend in your knee. And hold this pose, breathe in and out through your nose. On your fifth exhalation, gently bring your right hand in front of your right foot and turn your left hand from down like so. Bring it so that your arm is lined up with your ear. Your left arm is lined up with your ear. This is Utthita Parshva Konasana or extended side angle. 2 more breaths here. And then gently release. Come back up. Turn your feet now in the other direction. So we're going to do this again on our left. So adjust your feet so that you have a good 90-degree bend in your left knee. Right leg is straight extended with the foot 45 degrees at an angle. Extend your arms out and look forward as you are almost ready to take on future here. And breathe. Hold, stay grounded. And on your last exhalation, you're going to release our body down. Bring that left hand now in front of the left foot. Round your right arm. Bring it above. Looking again into the future as your hand extends out. And hold this pose. Breathe through your nose. Remember our first few breaths. See if you can really breathe longer and deeper. Last breath here. As you exhale, release. Wheel your hands back to neutral and gently bring your legs to neutral position. So those were our 3 grounding asanas, again focused on the Muladhara Chakra to help us ground and be rooted, to feel that stability. Another great asana for grounding is sitting down as you're standing up into the sitting position by not touching to the ground. So hands in Anjali Mudra. As you sit down, extend your knees away and see if you can come into this squatting position and straighten your back and hold this pose, immensely beneficial grounding pose. Now, if for any reason this is uncomfortable, where your feet are not on the mat, and any time during this whole sequence really, feel free to get into child's pose or just stand out and watch the pose. Do not go beyond what feels comfortable. Last breath here. As we sit down on the mat and We'll do this pose here. So as you sit back on the mat, your feet are touching each other. Butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. Hold on to your feet. Make your back straight. Almost pretend as if somebody has suspended you from the head. And here you are. Because of gravity, both your legs are falling flat on the mat. You may be here, you may be here. It's complete. Everybody's body is different, shape is different. Again, the goal of Yogasana is not to find that perfect shape or position, but to really connect with your breath and go one step further than where you were yesterday. It's really going one step further than where you were yesterday, not the pretzel pose next to you. So wherever you are, just connect with your breath and make sure that you are elongated. Take your hands back and give yourself a big stretch by opening up your heart and look back. Last breath here. Come back to neutral. Extend your legs out. And again, an option to be in Sukhasana for the next pose. Sukhasana is your regular cross-legged position. But if you are able to, then see if you can get into Padmasana. Now, Padmasana is lotus pose where you have, I'm going to start with my right. So right leg is crossed over and then the left leg, instead of going beneath the right, comes on top of the right leg. So you have Padmasana or the lotus pose. So in this pose, you're going to do two things really. The first one is a gentle twist. So sit here, make sure you're comfortable, and when you are comfortable, inhale, and as you exhale, your hands move to go as follows. As you twist to your right, your left hand is placed on your knee and right hand is behind your back. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And hold this pose. Breathe in and out through your nose. 3 more breaths. Release, come back to neutral. Let's do this on the other side. Now, an option over here to switch your legs if that's going to make you feel comfortable, or just continue with me again as we inhale and exhale. We are going to twist our body to the left with our right hand placed on our left knee and right hand behind our back. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Come back to neutral. Now, another option here is to just sit and relax, close your eyes. But if you want to take your practice to one more level and see if you want to try this, hands are to your side and you're going to lift yourself up and hold. Gently release yourself down. If you've never tried this before, just try it. See how far your body allows you to go. And now gently release your feet. Give it a nice rotation of your ankles. And I'm going to move myself to be with my legs along the length of the mat here. So the next asana that we're going to do is Paschimottanasana, which is seated forward fold. In order to do this, start with being in Dandasana. Dandasana, or the staff pose, is where your legs are straight on the mat, toes are pointing to the sky, back is straight. Inhale, bring your hands up next to your ears. As you exhale, you're going to gently fold forward. It's simple from as it sounds, but the trick here is to make sure that your back is always straight. So you're not hunching your back as you do this. This is not correct. But what you might want to remember is back is straight, hands are straight, and you're going to fold forward. And it's fine if you're here, as long as you don't hunch your back. So be wherever feels most comfortable this morning. And this might be it. As you have forward folded, see if you can release the tension in your shoulders. So no tension in your shoulders. And hold the pose wherever you are, hold the pose. And come back up. Let's do a quick counter pose, Purvottanasana. So for this, your hands are behind your back with your fingers pointing towards your body. As you inhale, you're going to pick your body up and gently see if you can place your feet flat on the mat. And hold this pose. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And release, come back to the mat. Let's come back down to our mats by taking support of your elbow. So in yoga, generally try not to do anything forcefully. So take support of your elbows as you gently come down on the mat. Connect with your breath here. Let's do leg raises in order to do that. Take your hands and place your hands underneath your hips. Toes are pointing towards the sky. Legs are together, heels are together. And as you inhale, pick up your legs and bring them at a 45 degrees angle to your body. And you're going to hold here for a count of 20 or 5 long breaths. It's perfectly fine if you feel in during any asana that your body starts to shake a little bit. It's fine. Just hold that pose steady. Bring your legs gently down to the ground, but before you touch them to the ground, pick them back up and bring them to a 90 degrees angle. This should feel a little more comfortable. Another Couple of breaths here. Now release your legs back to the ground. Pick up your legs, bend your knees, and give yourself a big hug in this pose. Apanasana. Hold. For the last 3 breaths, see if you can pick up your head and bring your forehead closer to your knees. Release your head, release your legs back. We are going to now connect with our breath for 3 breaths and then flip over. So take your time, no rush. Connect with your breath. And then when you're ready, you're going to gently flip over to get on your stomachs. So we're going to do one asana here called Shalabhasana. Shalabhasana is the locust pose. In order to do the locust pose, take your hands and place them under your thighs. Now, ideally, your palms are facing down on the ground like so. But if this is uncomfortable, feel free to have your palm touch your thigh instead of your palm on the ground. So we'll begin with palm on your thigh. Place your chin on the mat and pick up your right leg and see how far it goes up. Breathe for a couple of breaths. Your body is firmly on the mat. It's just your right leg that is up from the mat. Now bring the leg back. Pick up your other leg. Couple more breaths here. Release. Now you're going to pick up both your legs. So inhale and pick up your legs. Last 3 breaths. On the last exhalation, bring your legs back down. Bring your hands in front of your body. Almost make a pillow. And breathe into this pillow. When you're ready again, bring your hands next to your rib cage. We're going to do one cobra pose. Elbows are tucked in and elbows are close to your body. Inhale as you lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Stomach is on the mat. Hands are not doing any work. And your shoulders are away from your ears. So no tension in the shoulders. Check to make sure that your legs are still together. One big giant leg. And breathe here for 5 breaths. You may want to gently pick up your hands off the mat to make sure that those hands are really not doing any work. And then relax. Head down. Make a pillow with your hands. Relax and bring that breath back to normal. After this, we are going to flip back one more time to be on our backs for an inversion. So when you're ready, flip back onto your backs. And we're going to do Setu Bandhasan or the bridge pose. For that, bring your legs with knees folded as close to your hips as you can. Ideally, you're holding on to the ankles, but if that's not possible today, hands can remain on the side of your body. If your fingertips are touching your heels, that's great too. If not, be wherever your body is allowing you to be today. As you inhale, you're going to pick up your hips and squeeze your buttocks as you feel the strength in your thighs and as your chest rises up to meet your chin. You're going to hold here for 5 breaths. You might want to see if you can bring your knees a little bit more closer together if this has started feeling comfortable. Relax. Gently bring your hips back down. Extend your legs out. Connect with your breath. And we are going to, just going to check that. We are going to we are going to continue being here for Shavasana. So if you feel like now is the time, you may want to turn your lights off. I'm going to play a music piece. And again, this is geared towards your root chakra. Relax your body. You've done great amount of work today. This is the time to assimilate all of that goodness and the benefits. Remember that you are grounded, you're secure, and that you're connected to Mother Earth. Any emotional instability or mental restlessness is gone, and just be in the present, connect with your breath, and let go of any thought as you focus on being grounded. Gently start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Shake your legs a little bit and your hands. Wiggle your shoulders. Shake your head a little bit from side to side as you come back to the present moment. Turn over to one side of the body and sit back up. Take your time, no rush. We are going to end our class by chanting one more Om, just like we started our class with. And make sure that you take this feeling with you through the day of feeling grounded and being connected to earth in anything that you do, any action, thought, or even emotion. You're secure and stable. So close your eyes again. Breathe in, breathe out. One more deep breathe in and breathe out. This time around, at the end of exhalation, we're going to chant Om. So breathe in. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.